Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the most popular stars from Switched at Birth, Sean Birdie
We're going around there to meet the more interpreters.
and Marley Matlin.
Missy just left.
Yeah, they went to go. There's some other interpreters over there.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Yeah, you like the first chair. But how's everyone doing?
We're doing great.
Wonderful. It's great to be here and see all these lovely people.
Absolutely.
We're thrilled to have you here, and I'm happy to get to know you a little bit more, a little bit better, and we can let the fans know too.
Absolutely.
My first question is just a short question. How did you get into acting? How did you start?
Okay, well, I'll be brief. My story is quite interesting. As a kid, I just considered myself a comedian. I'm a natural clown. I used to goof off around the house, dance in front of my parents, in front of the television set, which got my parents upset. They'd say, "Sean, you're bugging me. Get out of my face. I'm trying to watch my program." I said, look at me. I'm the next Eddie Murphy. And his parents told him not to goof around, and he made it. So I went from there to performing on my bed. We would set up a boombox. My brother was the lighting technician and the sound technician and the ticket taker, and that's where I would develop all the characters that I use to this day. Shortly thereafter, I was cast in a movie called Sandlot 2.
Sandlot 2, that's right.
It's a movie.
Yeah, and that was my debut, and there was an iconic scene where in the kissing booth I stole the gum out of a 22-year-old woman's mouth, and that was a lot of fun, and that made a splash. So I've been working ever since, and it's a blessing to be here on Switched at Birth and create magic for all of you out there in TV land.
He plays Emmett on Switched at Birth. That's his name sign, Emmett. And Marley plays Melody. Can you tell us how you started in acting, Marley?
Well, I'm a little lady compared to Emmett here, to Sean. He's a lot younger than I am, but that's obvious. Anyway, I started when I was 7 years old. I grew up in Chicago at the Deaf Theater there, and I started performing songs in sign language until I was 15, where I stopped because I basically wanted to be I was into teen stuff. And one thing I didn't have at the time, as you do today, is there was no such thing as telephone, mobile phones, texting, and that technology. In any case, I stopped acting when I was 15 years old, and then when I was 19, my brother convinced me, or tried to convince me, to try out for a play, stage production of Children of a Lesser God in Chicago, and I told him that I wasn't interested, that I'd rather be doing something else, and he said, "What?" And I said, "I'd rather be a cop." And he said, "A cop? A deaf cop?" And I said, "Yeah, why not? I mean, I could do anything I want to do, that's what I've been told." So I went to community college, and I studied criminal justice administration with the idea of becoming a cop. But one day my teacher came to me and said, "Why are you in my class?" And I said, "I want to be a cop like you." There's nothing wrong with that. And he said, "Well, you can't hear." And I said, "Well, what does that mean?" "I'll have a dog. A dog can't talk for you." And so that was clearly something I didn't realize. So I went back to acting, and it so happened that my brother convinced me to audition for the stage production. On that opening night, there was an agent from Hollywood who was there to look at in fact, they were looking for the last 2 years for actors for the lead in Children of a Lesser God for the film, in the role of Sarah. And it just so happened that I was there playing in a supporting role, and flash forward, they got the entire cast to be videotaped to audition, and I just did my thing. And actually, I was looking to the lead to get the role in that film because I knew she would get it. And again, what happened, the next thing I knew is that they said they wanted to see you, meaning me, in the lead role audition, and the rest is history. I went into the film, Children of a Lesser God, and that was when I was 19. 19.
I'm 18, Marley.
You weren't even born yet.
I know it.
Anyway, so that's old for you. But in any case, I got the Academy Award, and it's about my parents who convinced me to, and my mom who helped me get into acting, basically.
And ironically, she married a cop.
So there you go.